Hi folks, and welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 as we continue our campaign as the British Empire to basically win World War II. I hope the video series has been useful to you so far. There's a new expansion that has just recently released that I'll be trying out. I should be, if not already, if you haven't already seen it, then I should be streaming that live on the other channel. Should be a link down below, you can go and check that out. And we'll see what that brings. I'm going to offer my thoughts quickly on how the game feels without any DLC or expansions, because there are a couple of things I've started to miss. The Man the Guns expansion, which is a naval one, it brings in a ship designer, which isn't strictly necessary, because I do find that just being able to build standard models is usually enough. So it's enough to play and enjoy the game. You don't need to design specifically the modules that go on ships. However, it does have other nice features, like being able to shut off sea zones if you don't want your ships traveling through them. That's very, very useful depending on which nation you're playing as. So that's an expansion I would probably recommend. The La Resistance one, which brings in all the spying and espionage, I don't miss that in the slightest. The extra things it brings in for France, I think, unless that's part of the base game. Now, I'm not sure if they updated the trees to be part of the base game. But anyway, the spying stuff, yeah, I can live without that. It's nice to play with sometimes. Not strictly necessary for what I enjoy. Although there's often powerful features, so it's not a bad thing, because you can turn these things off, but that's not something I particularly want. And other ones, the Italian expansion by Blood Alone, that just seems to make Italy weaker. It makes it over-focus on Ethiopia, and the stupid stuff in there is just like a massive resource drain. So I don't miss that one in particular. The Arms Against Tyranny, which updates the Scandinavian countries, that's good if you want to play as any of these Scandinavian countries, these four, because it makes them really powerful. It also has an international arms market, which I actually quite like, and that side I do miss. So you can sell off your old trashy equipment, and you'll only sell it to countries that you have an alignment with, theoretical or political alignment with, which is kind of cool, and it just boosts your industry a bit. So that's nice. So there are some good ones. Overall, I think I'm going to be turning the DLC back on, especially when I play with the new expansion, obviously. But the base game is quite playable without it. Some do bring improvements, as I've noted, and some I can live without, and some just add extra levels of complexity without necessarily adding more enjoyment, if that makes sense. So it's a bit of a mixed bag, but if you're fairly new to the game watching this, don't feel like you have to rush out, buy all the expansions. Play the base game till you've played it to death, and then when you want a new challenge, buy an expansion related to the country or nations that you're interested in playing, and it'll open up some new options, and you'll have a bit of fun. Right, so we've got some wars to win today. We've gone to war with Japan, who are slowly progressing through the Philippines. The Americans are obviously involved in that. We do have forces in the area, but we're awaiting an onslaught around here. We've got to build the navy up, and we've got to get them to work. Speaking of which, do we have any more destroyers? We don't yet. We don't. I need to get escort efficiency up around the world and get that improved. We're low on destroyers at the moment. I wonder if I might just take... These guys aren't currently trained. Well, I guess I can put them on training. It is a reserve force, but I can... Oh, if I do that, it's not a reserve force. Okay, let's just leave them in there. They're there to provide reinforcements. The rest of them, the new ones coming out, are getting trained properly. But they're kind of an emergency one. Do you know what I might be able to... I'm going to take those four, and we're going to pop them back into the training pool. And when they're finished, we'll maybe rotate them if those other guys haven't been destroyed by then. And then we're also in the war in the Mediterranean. We are chasing Italy out of Italy. That's the plan. So let's get looking at that first. We don't have an awful lot going on at the moment. We have some spare fighters, although I'm unwilling to deploy them. Actually, what is the air zone here? So if I can put them over the sea, I think they'll attract an awful lot of attention from Axis fighters. It's very close. They'll have better detection, and I think we'll just be on the losing end of that. So let's go and find the Marines, and we're going to try a tentative push across this ocean. Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's go for it.
Move out!
How's that looking? Okay, it's possible, and let's add in some support from these guys. And we don't have an awful lot of anything going on there, but oh, we've just designed the Cromwell tank, a very fast tank with a decent gun with a 6-pounder and a good all-rounder with a 75, but overall Britain hadn't learned its lessons about armour and protection at this point, and the Cromwell was not well received by veterans of the North Africa campaign who'd been fighting all the way from in Stuarts and Crusaders, Grants and Shermans, and even before all that, the terrible light tanks that British had at the start of the war. So the Cromwell, with its flat armour and not enough of it, wasn't well received. This is going good because we actually have air superiority here with only 100 aircraft over this, unless our allies have put some in. I think we're going to do this, so the Marines are going to... This is fantastic. Let's go and switch this design over. We're going to get those in production straight away. I'm going to upgrade them a bit because we have some army experience to enjoy with this. Just a sec, folks. I'll just come out with that noise. It's always noisy when we go to one of those screens with a battle in the background. So we're in 41. We can... Oh, this one will be a good one because fuel is a little bit shaky. I'm going to grab this one now. Fuel refining. We get more fuel per unit of oil. And I think that's going to be very useful. This is going to be a good take here because it could allow us the possible invasion of Vichy France, which is very risky. But more likely, it's going to allow the invasion of Italy. And it's going to give us dominance. This is excellent. The Marines are over there.
All in.
We'll leave one guy out of this. In fact, we're going to go and take that. That's perfect. That's perfect. We push in. We take both. Those guys are trapped. And it's ours. Excellent. Well done, Royal Marines. That is a fantastic result right there. It gives us another airfield, which isn't instantly important. Our Africa garrison, which we do need more men of. I'm just going to add their orders to cover these areas as well. We've got some other troops on this job at the moment, but that's fine. I've been using some of these chaps here to come and garrison these places. What we need is I'm going to take... This is only a temporary thing. It's so I can get the Marines elsewhere. We're going to put them over there. We hold the ports. Do you know what? I'm going to take one more. Just one more. And I'm going to put them... Where are I? Which one have I selected? Someone who's not in a port, obviously. Let's take that guy. Two divisions per port is absolutely fine. I hope they don't get torpedoed on the way, so we'll keep our fingers crossed for that. Meanwhile, let's switch those tank productions over. So the medium tank 1 being switched over to the Cromwell, medium tank 2. We're okay for medium tanks at the moment. We have a good stock of those. It's artillery that we are desperately short of. Have a look in our equipment list. Infantry equipment has gone up, which is excellent. It's anti-air, but mostly artillery. So I'm going to have a switch around here. The fighters. I don't really want to reduce that. I'm going to take 5 factories off this to boost artillery production. We're just going to switch around a bit. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go through a stage of the war now where I think infantry equipment we're probably going to be okay for. Now, I've got 2 full divisions. They are Indian troops, but they've been replaced with British troops because India decided to pull some of its forces back. But they want control of them, which is fair enough. Let's have a look. We have been over-reliant on that. So the manpower is fine. They're waiting for towed artillery and towed anti-air. So I've got a lot of divisions here, which could be quite usable, in fact.
Ready.
So let's just get rid of these lines here. Then those guys can actually redeploy at a moment's notice, and we'll get them where they're needed. So we want to start thinking about the invasion of Palermo and stuff down here. We should have solid naval dominance over this. We can just go in with just the Marines and try and... Do you know what? Why don't we just try that? Because I don't think Italy is defending these areas as well as they should. The risk of doing this is that they can reinforce quickly, very quickly, and then we end up in a bit of a bogged down fight over here. The other solution is to, at the moment, you see, we do have a slight issue here. If we go into research, we will see that at the moment we can only navally invade with 10 divisions, which isn't an awful lot. That is a massive increase. I think we want that before we start thinking about any naval invasions. And to get that, the Singapore strategy, we're going to go over the next opportunity we get. We're going to get amphibious warfare and it's marine technology and transport models. I think that gives us the one. It's just the numbers. We can't get the numbers involved at the moment. which is a shame. But the Royal Marines we can use for other purposes, like we could invade this place. I'm pretty sure we could take it. So we will get those guys on the orders.
Ready, sir.
In fact, should we just do it from there? It's a long way to go from there. But I don't see any good reason why we can't. And then I just don't want to leave this place undefended while the other guys are coming in. So we're going to try this. And you know what? We're just going to trigger that at the first opportunity. Right, roll on. Things are going well. So basically we're waiting for equipment to build up. And we're waiting for troops to recover and everything else like that. And we've got 4 armoured divisions.
Yes, sir.
These guys, they're not fully trained. So let me get my tank army.
Attention.
And let's put those into training. I'm not sure what to do with the cavalry. I will replace those with... What will I replace those with? I was going to improve the Cromwell a bit, wasn't I? I don't think I'll waste the money, the experience on it. Instead, we'll go in here and we'll pick up 2 of these for 170 because we get a slight reduction in cost. Max planning, that'll be nice. And this gives us infantry and motorised mechanization, organisation +5 and tanks as well and coordination as well. Nice. That'll unlock a bit of a bonus for us. We'll take that. Oh, we should have maybe had a look at the Navy stuff. We've got enough for a naval upgrade. We're doing the Strike Force stuff. Now, that's carrier things, which is quite good. The submarines are doing some work as well. I'm going to actually... We'll go down the submarines a bit. We haven't put much into that. How are we doing for air control? I mean, imagine over Greece, there's some enemies. I could put aircraft into Greece. We have aircraft doing, like, nothing up here. I don't think putting 100 fighters in is really going to make the difference, but is there even an airfield over here? I don't think there's an airfield that we can put them in down here. Okay, that's kind of a problem. I thought there would have been one near... Oh, right, there's one here. No, that's our strike force. Right, that's got 80 of our aircraft in. Okay, well, we can't use that, clearly. I mean, I could put them in a neighbouring zone. I could put them in Crete. There is room there. Do we have spare aeroplanes? I think I've got them all pretty much assigned. Do you know what? Let's put them in. No, I'll tell you what, I'll do it this way around. We'll put those on bomber interception over Scotland. And the better quality ones, we'll put air superiority. They might have the range, you see, to do this. That's a long way. We could do with an airfield. I don't think I can build airfields on Allied territory, can I? The game has gone through various... I can! Okay. Right, we'll just put one in. And we'll put it up to the top. We just need space for one air wing, really. That will do quite nicely. Right, I didn't know I could do that. I think the rules for that has changed over the course of the years I've been playing this game. I could send, like, an army over there to try and hold Greece. I think it'll be a bit of a dead loss and hard to supply, but... Yeah, I think it's too risky. It's too risky. We'll let our allies fight that one out, I think. Leave it to them. Alright, what have we got then? We are at war. Let's have a look at the results so far. So we've lost 130,000 men, but the German Reich has lost 2 million. And over 1 million of them to us, which is some good work. Italy's lost 1 million. 709,000 to us. So we've got a fantastic casualty ratio there in our favour, despite some of the mistakes we've made. New subs, lovely. Lovely, that's what we like to see. That is just sublime. Sorry, couldn't resist. We're in 41. Anything on the industry to desperately pick up? Not desperately. The aircraft stuff. I do want strategic bombers. I just don't have the factories to produce them at the moment. I don't think there's any benefit going down these at the moment. No, because we're not making anti-tank guns. We don't need to build anything else there. I can make a better light tank, but there's no need. I may as well have the cheaper ones because we tend just to be using them for garrisons. Oh, and we're in this stage? Right, so engineers, recon, stuff like that. That's going to be worthwhile going for. Let's get that sorted out. And... I'm going to put that to 1. I'm going to have to watch that because we are going to temporarily stop building submarines. But then we can get the new design out, so that's fine. Would like some more dockyards. Running out of places to build these things, which is terrible. We've got some slots in Yorkshire. East Anglia, right, let's throw some in there. We'll get on that. I do need to build the navy. Oh, that's the submarine that's being built. Yeah, that's okay. Naval battle. We lost a sub. That's okay. We can afford that. Hong Kong's not at risk at the moment. I do think I should maybe send some more garrisons out. Whoa. Okay, so this has been... I don't... Oh, no, it's not at risk. It's okay. That's in the middle of China. It's not directly at risk there. I've got them defending that bit. That sounds like a risky thing to do.
All in.
Sounds like a crazy thing to do, actually, but we're going to put more soldiers in there. More of our Malaysian reinforcements. Or Malayan. I should call them Malayan reinforcements. Malaysia is it even a country at this point? Is it not comprised of some of this? Indonesia? Malaysia? I don't know. All the country names have changed since I was at school. We didn't learn about that part of the world. British geography lessons are not particularly interested in anything outside of Britain, to be quite honest. Disappointing. Right. I've got to say, though, most of my knowledge of world geography and American geography is learned from playing video games. So don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't learn anything from games. What have we got? We've got subs getting involved over here. I'm going to have a quick look over at the submarine situation. In fact, we don't need to be on pause. We're okay. We are losing some out here. We're losing some everywhere, in fact. Do we have any trained up, ready to go? 1. 1 to go and reinforce wherever it's needed. It's not enough. I need those new submarines, don't I? Did the destroyers get... No, nothing else is trained. Keep training. Keep training then, folks. Keep training. We'll get you there. The destroyers are looking a little bit more robust now, which is quite the relief. I think I've got... Oh, I've got 2 submarines in there. Right, something's going into... let's have a look. Task Force 12. Something's going in there that shouldn't. Unless I've just put them in by mistake. They want to be going into Reserve Fleet 2. So let me have a look. There you go, Reserve Fleet 2. Reserve Fleet 2. 2. Don't know. I don't know. I could be me. It could be me. Keep on doing this. Let's not do this anymore. Let's put those guys back in there. We'll train up, and then we'll put them where they're needed afterwards. Alright, so we need to start thinking about the invasion of Italy, don't we? We need to start working on that. This is going to be a whole other world of hurt and pain. Now, one thing we can do if we need an army, we can right-click on one of our puppets like this. And we can request forces, and we can request, like, an army's worth. I'm going to try and hold off doing that, because I'm not sure, and this is worth you looking this up, folks. And if you know the answer to this in the comments, if you played a long time and know how this works, let me know. That will increase their autonomy, won't it? They're more likely to break away from me. Let me know. It's a complicated subject, that. Right, we've got Excavation 2. We're working on that. We're in 42. Let's get the new infantry equipment. We'll get working on that one. It looks like we're hitting a few of their fleets now, so this is quite good. This is quite good. Submarines doing their thing. Right, we need to have a look over at the Marines, who should be setting off. They've not reached the start position. Why not? Okay, they have reached the start position, and they're heading out. Why do I have...
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, I remember now. Yes, I did initially, from this garrison force, set other units garrisoning the Mediterranean, didn't I? And that was one of the islands. I remember that now. That seems like a long time ago since that initiative was started. Right, I'm just waiting for this to complete. Let's put the speed up a little bit. There's not an awful lot happening elsewhere. Where are my Marines? There might not even be anything here when we arrive. Oh, okay, there is. Finland and the Soviet Union signed a white peace. Germany's going at it. They've got a long... I was going to say they've got a long way to go to Moscow. They haven't. That's surprisingly close. All right, so we could do with opening a new front against the Germans, try and draw some of those troops away. We basically want the USSR to stay in the fight for as long as possible. So 4 Marine divisions. They have a fort. We have air superiority, which is quite nice, right? Get me amphibious warfare. And then we can plan some decent-sized naval invasions. We're going to get this. So this is good news. We are going to get this. Do you know what else we need? I think I'm trying to recruit too many of these divisions, you know. I think we probably just need to supply what we've got instead. So I'm going to take some of these out. We'll have a few, because I think a few is going to be useful. Let's get it down to 12. There we go. And I need some more garrisons just to hold on to things. And they don't require artillery, so that's useful at least. Right, that should switch the over... Yeah, it's improved that a little bit. Numbers are looking better though, so this is overall good news. Right, up to Glasgow. Can we put some more troops in? We can get some better fighters out. And, oh, nice. We've got enough for some nice close air support. And a couple of naval squadrons as well, which is brilliant. So put those guys on training. Cool. We're going to get some aircraft where we need them. I won't deploy the fighters just yet. I imagine that the fighters that we have... I'm sure I deployed fighters down here. Let's find them. I don't think they're doing very much. I'm going to put them over here. That'll be better. And also, what we should do is put some ground support aircraft in here, because they should be able to pick up quite a bit of experience doing that. Do we have any that aren't needed anywhere? We have some. Right, they're supporting Army 6. Maybe I should increase the size of that. We have quite a few on Army 6, haven't we? These are some old ones. Well, they're my tanks. I'm going to put them in here. Yeah, let's do that. And let's put them on there. And at the same time, I am just going to just buy one, because it's expensive. Well, it's not, but we can afford it. And we should maybe... Oh, we can't do radar. So it's weird you can build some things in an allied territory, but not others. I honestly don't know why there's such restrictions on that. Tom Moore falls ill. He's out in the Far East at the moment. I'm wondering if I should put some troops on here. This is the land bridge.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're using some of these guys all over the place, aren't we?
Ready, sir.
Right, those two. Can we put them there? And I'm going to deploy them here. Can we not shift-click and get them there? Okay, well, that's fine. Aircraft-wise... Hang on, this is accelerating away a bit too fast. How's this going? We are facing... not very much, but we're doing damage to enemy divisions. So I think that's been a good move right away. We might draw some enemy air power over there. So the Marines got in. They did a good job. Let's delete the old order. And there is some Italian presence in the water here. So we're going to do the same thing. I need to click on that, right? And just trigger that when it's ready. I have great confidence in my Marines. I think they are amazing. Excellent. So these chaps are ready. I'll form them into an army in the British theatre. I'll just colour it yellow. We'll give them a commander.
Ready.
George Gifford.
Ready.
Stick them on training. So we've got various troops. That was... Yes, I remember. I'd forgotten about this. Because I had thought that the situation in Africa was pretty much over, but it clearly isn't. So let's do that. And just trigger that straight away. Because we just need to wipe this out. And then these guys are done. And then we can bring the army over to the coast and finish that off. And then this army's ready to redeploy after that. It is, in fact... Or will in fact be finished.
Ready.
2 more of those guys, so we've got 12. That should be all of those in position. Division belongs to an army but has no orders assigned. That's fine. You're just training. That's fine. It's telling me it doesn't have a frontline order anywhere. Okay, so we are getting our subs on over there. That's... Oh! Submarines! Yeah, we stopped making the old ones. We need to desperately get the new ones kicked out now. I need more dockyards. I just need more dockyards. Right, that's going to the Reserve Fleet 2 for training. And we'll put a full quota in when we get some. At the moment, all we're doing is light cruiser. Is that the top light cruiser? That's a light cruiser. The county class. This is the Southampton class. Show outdated. It's not showing outdated. I don't know. Hang on, it says light cruiser 2. Hang on, I've clicked on... Oh, I've clicked on heavy cruiser. That's my bad. Okay. It's okay. It's the new one. That's fine. Panic over. Panic over. So Japan is doing really badly in the Philippines. In fact, the Philippines have taken back most of what was lost. The Americans are cruising through. Americans have got Marines. I don't often see the AI using Marines very often. Marines and tanks. America can pretty much just focus on this. They will have, I'm sure, a lot of naval operations going on out there. It looks a little crazy. It's going to get just mad. Anyway, it's not our problem, thankfully. So everything, resistance to occupation. Oh, do you know what? I wonder if I should just change this by default. But resistance, yeah, Italy is definitely not going on that. We're going to put it on... we'll go on military governor. And Portugal. Portugal doesn't like us. I've got it on local police force. That shouldn't really be an occupation like that. But anyway, there are people in Portugal who don't like the fact that Britain is in the Azores. I've not really done anything with that, have I? We were going to put some naval bombers out there. We perhaps don't need to. What is the situation with the ships? Please tell me. Right, we have a light cruiser. The strike forces are currently okay and just doing strike force things. We have one destroyer, which can join that. We have 2 submarines, which are, you know, they're probably going to get put straight to use in one of these. Do you even have a template assigned? No, you don't. So these want to be in groups of 3. We'll try and get enough subs out to reinforce this. It's going to be slow going. Unless I put a load of half-trained stuff in. Which is possible. Oh, that needs to go repair. And that needs to go... Oh, he's on to repair. Okay, I am going to actually do this. They have some training. I think it's enough to start taking down convoys. So that's fine. And the destroyers out here, they're holding their own at the moment. So we'll go with that. And eventually I'll be able to get some strike forces on that. And then things are going to be different. Right, so we can speed this up a little now. This fight here. And these guys. Oh, he's got some experience. Skirmisher. Paratroops. You see, this guy is designed for actually doing that. Leading paratroops, I think. I'm going to do it on the off chance that I actually do develop paratroopers. It's unlikely at the moment, but that's being cleared out. So all we're going to do is put this dude on a... That's a bit of enemy ground there. Well, let's go and get everyone around that. We'll just crush one then the other. There's 8 divisions stuck in there, so we're going to get them. Oh, make sure they are... Yeah, they're railroading over. Good. So that blotch there in the desert has gone. I say desert. I just call it that. I know it's not a desert area. It's because it's just... There's no supply out there. One of the many areas. Right, material designer. We may as well put in infantry equipment, motorized equipment. I mean... I guess there's more artillery stuff. I'll go infantry. I'll go infantry for now. It's 6 and 2 3s. Right. We've got some divisions over here. We're going to go and hold... Is that one area? That's one area there. I don't know that I want to try and hold that. I think I'll gain experience from it. Let's try it. If we hold that, we should be good. And aircraft-wise, over here, we have air superiority. They're not putting anything in. We have fighters over the skies. We have ground attack troops doing stacks of work. We must have lost some fighters because I'm sure they were fully trained when they came over. But these have trained up, so that's kind of cool. Air wings. Oh, we've got some air wings ready. Nice. So we've got naval bombers. I think... What are we seeing over there? Naval bombers. I think we kind of want to work these over here against the Japanese. So where are we going to put them? As we have a presence in the Philippines. I think there's no issues with me putting them in here. And we're going to split them up. We'll have one over there. And the other one over there. We'll see what we find from there. I need some better naval bombers, I think. We've also got... We could put... Do you know what? We may as well put these in here. How much room have we got? Room for another 100. We might as well put that over Greece. It's doing some work. And over the other ones, I think I might just leave for the moment. We will put these on supporting the Royal Marines. And we've got 100 that are just on standing by. Can we put anything else into the skies? Into war bombers? We've kind of given up on those, I think. We don't need to worry about that anymore. We could put a couple of squadrons of fighters on ready. I'll train them. Well, yeah, go on. I actually feel like our fighter issues are getting better. So I'm thinking that we start switching production away a little bit. And I'm only talking about a little bit. I'm going to put onto the naval bombers because I feel like we're behind with those.